Welcome all. Today we are going to see something about the Flynn's taxonomy. The thing is, Mike Flynn has shown that there are certain types, you can say, of architecture based on the instruction stream as well as the data stream. So it can be single instruction stream, single data stream, as well as the second type can be single instruction stream and multiple data stream. Similarly, it can be multiple instruction stream, single data stream, and multiple instruction stream, multiple data stream. Now the thing is, what you have to understand here is, in SISD basically you will have a single instruction to operate on single data. That means usually you will have a processing element and a memory part. So you will get data from memory and you will also get an instruction. Suppose you have a control unit. So you will get the instruction stream, single instruction stream and single data stream. It means you will at a time you will get one instruction and it will operate on one data. Let me repeat, in single instruction stream, single data stream, what will happen? You will have one instruction stream and one at a time you will have one instruction, and this one instruction will be operating on just one data. Okay, this is the story of single instruction stream and single data stream. If we go for the second case, it is single instruction stream, multiple data stream. Here what is happening? You will have single instruction stream, but you have multiple processing elements. Okay, so these multiple processing elements can operate on different data. You have multiple data streams, however instruction is same. Okay, so in this case you can operate on multiple data, however the instruction is same. So the single instruction will be operated on multiple data. Okay, for example, in certain cases, if you have a matrix, you can see, and you want to operate the same instruction on each element of this matrix. Same instruction, suppose addition by 2, multiplication by 4, something on each element of this matrix. So the instruction is same and just the values, the data part is changing, right? So in that case, in such cases, generally such cases are in case of image processing, where you have image as which is treated as a matrix. So in such cases, these SIMD processors are useful. Such processors can be array processor or vector processors. Another option is MISD, which says you will have multiple instruction streams. So you will get multiple instructions like this, multiple processing elements you will have, however you will have single data stream. Okay, so same data is coming and you are operating on the same data, definitely with different instructions. So very rarely such kind of things are found, but still some closely related processors can be systolic array processors or streaming processors. So basically in MISD what you are understanding is you have multiple instructions to operate on same data. Suppose some processing element will operate some instruction related to find something on this particular data, and this processing element will find something on the same particular data. Now the other thing is MIMD. In this case, in MIMD, what is happening, you will have multiple instruction stream as well as you will also have multiple data stream. So, in this case you will get multiple data from you will get data from multiple sources. So, each processing element it will get its own instruction to operate and own data to operate, own instruction to operate, own data to operate on. So, at a time, depending on the number of processing elements, these many instructions will be operating on different data. Okay, these instructions need not be same, these instructions can be different. So, some processors can be multiprocessors or multi-threaded processors which are of MIMD kind. Now, what we are going to do after understanding this part of Flynn's taxonomy, now we will try to understand more about CMD processors, especially array processor and vector processor, and later on we will try to understand how GPUs are also CMD processors. So, after understanding array and vector processor, we will go for GPU. So, let us see this thing in the next video.